Cal Newport's book, Digital Minimalism, is a thought-provoking guide that questions the impact of technology on our lives and explores how we can live more fulfilling lives with less of it. Newport emphasizes how we've lost control by succumbing to the allure of the digital world, which in turn has been draining us. Many people today suffer from feelings of burnout due to social media and the constant need to be online. While these tools offer some benefits, they also bring significant downsides. At the heart of digital minimalism is the philosophy of using technology more consciously to enhance the quality of our lives. Newport introduces the concept of a digital detox, recommending that people distance themselves from unnecessary online activities for 30 days. During this period, individuals engage in fulfilling offline activities, helping them discover which digital tools truly add value to their lives. For example, spending evenings in deep conversations with friends or getting lost in the pages of a book can help reduce screen time and lead to a more meaningful existence. Digital minimalism encourages selecting and using technology mindfully, achieving more with less. Newport delves into how technology has expanded uncontrollably in our lives and its impact on us. Initially, social media and smartphones were introduced to make life easier. For instance, Facebook was once just for keeping up with friends, and the iPhone combined music and phone calls into one device for convenience. However, over time, these technologies have become central to our lives, significantly altering our daily habits. Newport argues that this change was unplanned but heavily encouraged by major tech companies. These companies develop deliberate strategies to capture users' attention and encourage them to spend more time on their platforms. Notifications and constantly updated content keep users glued to their devices, leading to a loss of control and deeper dissatisfaction. To combat this issue, Newport proposes the philosophy of digital minimalism, which aims to prioritize personal values and goals by using technology consciously and in moderation. Tristan Harris, who left Google to start a non-profit called Time Well Spent, highlighted how tech companies hijack users' attention. Harris likened these technologies to slot machines in our pockets. Meanwhile, Adam Alter examined the addictive potential of technology from a psychological perspective in his book Irresistible. Alter pointed out two psychological forces that increase addiction: intermittent positive reinforcement and the search for social approval. The like button on Facebook exemplifies intermittent positive reinforcement. As such, unpredictable feedback triggers the urge for constant checking. The quest for social approval relates to people's desire for acceptance through likes and comments on social media, rooted in primal survival instincts, but now exploited by technology. These psychological mechanisms are consciously designed to keep users glued to their screens. The tech world knows exactly how to exploit our need for social approval. Social media platforms keep us engaged with features like photo tagging, which actually fuel our dependency on social validation. For instance, being tagged in a photo gives the impression that friends are thinking of us, but it's just part of a series of psychological traps. Those who develop technology aim to create addiction by targeting weaknesses in human psychology. However, there's a way to break this dependency: digital minimalism. This philosophy suggests using technology consciously and in alignment with our values. For example, someone named Tyler quit social media to focus on reading more books, strengthening family ties, and advancing in his career. Similarly, Adam ditched his smartphone to set a good example for his kids, opting for a simpler phone instead. Digital minimalism promotes using technology selectively and meaningfully, choosing only what's beneficial and valuable while ignoring everything else. This approach allows us to use technology as a tool for a better life, rather than letting it control us. Newport's book includes inspiring examples of how digital minimalism can add value to people's lives. Dave, a creative director and father, embraced digital minimalism by reducing his social media use and deciding to only use Instagram. He carefully integrated Instagram into his life by posting a photo once a week to share art projects. This approach prevented unnecessary time loss on social media and allowed him to develop a habit of drawing pictures for his kids every day, leading to more quality time with his family. Cal Newport emphasizes three main principles of digital minimalism. First, he notes that digital clutter is costly. Second, he highlights the importance of optimizing how we use technology. Finally, he argues that conscious and intentional use of technology is satisfying. Drawing inspiration from Thoreau's economic theories, Newport suggests evaluating the time and life costs of our digital activities. This perspective points out that the small benefits of digital clutter don't compensate for the time and energy it steals from our lives. Newport emphasizes the importance of optimizing our use of technology by applying the economic theory of the law of diminishing returns. This principle states that investing energy in a process up to a certain point yields significant gains, but beyond that, returns diminish. For instance, optimizing news consumption by following selected news sites instead of social media and collecting articles through an app can make information gathering more efficient. In real life, Gabriella optimized her Netflix usage by turning it into a social event rather than watching alone, enriching her social life without missing out on entertainment. Additionally, removing social media apps from phones can lead to less frequent and more efficient use of these platforms. The Amish community questions the impact of technology on their community values before accepting it. If a new technology weakens the social fabric of the community, it's rejected. This approach demonstrates the long-term benefits of using technology consciously and serves as a strong example for digital minimalism. Laura, from the Mennonite community, shows how we can use technology consciously. By choosing not to own a smartphone, she avoids distractions and gains a sense of freedom. Laura's lifestyle emphasizes that using technology purposefully can be satisfying. This approach suggests that carefully selecting technology can bring more satisfaction than what we might lose. While explaining the importance of embracing technological minimalism, the book also demonstrates how simplifying our digital lives can bring relief. Newport proposes a method called digital detox, taking a break from optional technologies for 30 days and discovering fulfilling activities during this period. This experience can cleanse unnecessary habits from our digital lives and guide us toward a more meaningful lifestyle. The book offers valuable ideas on how to make our relationship with the digital world more meaningful. People often think it's necessary to use tools like WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger to stay in touch with international friends. However, taking a break from these communication tools can help us understand which relationships are truly valuable. Anya from Belarus realized after such an experience that she started investing more in her friendships. This kind of cleansing process can encourage us to engage in deeper and more meaningful social interactions. The book also suggests operating procedures to help us use technology more consciously. For instance, author Mary adjusted her phone settings to only receive notifications from her husband, turning off alerts for other messages. This is a way of using technology more controlled. Additionally, while the urge for technology might be strong during the initial weeks of a digital detox, over time, these feelings diminish, and one discovers a richer life. This process provides an opportunity to reevaluate the role of technology in our lives and fill it with more satisfying activities. Newport's book explores ways to integrate technology into our lives more consciously and in line with our values. The first step is questioning whether the technology truly supports an important value. For example, viewing a cousin's baby photos might be important for family bonds, but one should consider if scrolling through Instagram is the best way to do it. Perhaps calling the cousin would be more effective. If the technology passes this initial test, it's important to question whether it's the best method available. If not, a better alternative should be found. Finally, determining how and when to use the technology is crucial. For instance, checking social media only on specific days. The book shares experiences of individuals who made more conscious decisions while reintegrating technology into their lives. For example, one person prefers listening to the radio over reading news online. Another checks social media only once a week. Such approaches can help digital tools occupy a more meaningful place in our lives, turning technology into a tool that supports our values. The book highlights the importance of solitude, or what we might call alone time. Abraham Lincoln, during his intense presidency, found time at Soldiers' Home to focus on complex issues and make important decisions. While preparing significant documents like the Gettysburg Address and the Emancipation Proclamation, Lincoln benefited from the power of these solitary moments. This proves that solitude is beneficial not only for historical figures, but for everyone. Solitude is known for providing mental balance and insight. Raymond Kethledge and Michael Irwin emphasize that solitude isn't about physical isolation, but about keeping the mind free from others' influences. For example, one can be alone, even in a cafe or on the subway, as long as the mind is closed off to external influences. Solitude offers benefits like developing new ideas, understanding oneself, and forming deeper connections with others. Michael Harris discusses how technology threatens these moments of solitude and its impact on human relationships. In the chaos of modern life, creating regular moments of solitude, like Lincoln, is critical for our mental health. The advancement of technology increasingly robs us of our moments of solitude. With the emergence of the iPod, we developed the habit of carrying music with us at all times, but this peaked with the widespread use of iPhones and smartphones. Now, whenever we're bored, a quick glance at a screen fills our moments of solitude. This constant connectivity prevents us from being alone with our thoughts, leading to what we call solitude deprivation. The effects of this are most evident in younger generations. The generation born after 1995, known as iGen, grew up with smartphones. Research shows that this group experiences increasing levels of anxiety and depression. Constant social media and internet use hinder young people from processing their emotions, discovering who they are, and forming deep relationships. These issues may stem from a lack of solitude. Being alone with our thoughts is crucial for mental health. These moments allow us to regulate our emotions, solve problems, and develop moral courage. In today's constantly connected world, preserving and reclaiming these moments of solitude is necessary for our mental well-being. Thoreau's Walden emphasizes the value of being alone with nature. However, Thoreau's experience was about finding a balance between solitude and socializing rather than living a completely isolated life. His cabin was close to the town of Concord and frequently visited by others. This allowed him to nourish his mind by alternating between solitude and social interaction. In modern life, finding this balance is important. For instance, Abraham Lincoln spent solitary time at his summer home, while Raymond Kethledge retreated to a barn to escape the hustle of court duties. In today's tech-dominated world, creating more moments of solitude by distancing ourselves from our phones is possible. While it might be challenging initially, not taking your phone with you can increase your capacity to enjoy solitude. Long walks, much like those taken by thinkers like Nietzsche and Thoreau, encourage mental clarity and creativity. Slowing down and feeling nature's rhythm allows you to think deeply beyond the daily rush. Solitude can improve your mental health and increase your inner peace. Finding this balance supports personal growth without getting lost in the complexities of the modern world. In Digital Minimalism, Cal Newport underscores the importance of nurturing solitude and the inner world of thought. The author particularly advocates for walking as a quality source of solitude. Walks can be a refuge for the mind and offer a great opportunity to escape the chaos of daily life. Newport shares how he benefited greatly from his daily walks during his time at MIT. During these walks, he found solutions to professional problems and delved into deep thoughts about his personal life. Additionally, writing letters to ourselves can help organize our thoughts and deal with complex emotions. This practice allows us to listen to our inner voice by distancing ourselves from the distractions of the outside world. For example, Newport's Moleskine notebooks served as a guide for significant decisions and his personal development journey. These simple yet effective practices hold important lessons for anyone seeking a happier and more productive life. Through walks and letters to ourselves, it's possible to find inner peace in an age of digital distractions. The most important lessons from this book are: 1. The allure of digital technology can lead to a loss of control and increased dissatisfaction. 2. A digital detox helps identify which digital tools truly add value to our lives. 3. Conscious and intentional use of technology enhances life quality. 4. Solitude is crucial for mental health, creativity, and personal growth. 5. Technology should be used selectively and meaningfully, supporting personal values. 6. Writing to oneself and walking are powerful practices for maintaining mental clarity and balance. If you